Hey, my name is Shelby Owen and I'm in EDM310, and I hope to say that I have survived EDM, but I really don't know yet. This is my final thing that I have to do. It's my final project, and I'm here to tell y'all how I've grown through EDM and what I've learned. Whew, when I first started EDM, Dr. Strange told us 9 hours a week. I was like, I've never spent 9 hours a week in a class. I don't know how I'm going to do this. I was like, he's got to be kidding. He's kidding. And then he said, if we like it, then we'll even spend more than 9 hours. And I was like, whoa, that's not going to be me. I'm going to get what I have to do done, and then that is going to be it. But you start to do things and you start to learn things that you never thought that never knew existed, and you start to get interested in things, and you start to think, oh, this is how I could use this in my classroom, or so on, and you really do start to like this class. It's hard to believe, but I promise it's gonna happen to you if it hasn't happened yet. It might take till the last thing, the video reflection, for you to actually really know and absorb what all that you've done and learned. But EDM 310, I've grown by thinking. I thought when I came in this class, he asked you if you're technology literate. I raised my hand. I thought I was. I thought I was technology literate, but turns out I'm not so much. I thought he meant, I would know how to work like computers, internet. I got that. I'm on Facebook. I know about technology. I mean, I can turn on, I know 10 times more than my parents would, and trust me, that's not enough. Technology literate, he does not mean you know how to work the internet. That is not what he means when he says that. Technology literate, just learned so much about Blogger and how to use it and how it would work in a classroom, and you find out that there's so much more to technology than just a computer. I mean, there's smart boards, and there's iMovie, and there's just Blogger, like I mentioned, Twitter. It's crazy, all the stuff that you learn. And it's just be ready. He throws you in there, and you see this website that he tells you to go to. He doesn't really tell you directions or anything. There's a manual on the website. Go to the website. So we go to the website, and I'm like, what the heck? I need somebody here next to me telling me what to do. I can't just be doing this and not knowing. I mean, it's just, he just throws you in there, and you just see this checklist, and you see how long it is, and you think that cannot be possible. But trust me, you'll get through it. And I've also grown because I understand how to use technology in the classroom more. Like our smartboard projects, wow, that was crazy. You learn that there's a system where you can go and look through all these lesson plans, and in the class you have to create your own lesson plan through the smartboard, and you just see how smartboard you can interact with your students through the smartboard, and how they can go up there and kind of teach themselves through the smartboard, and how technology really just helps you throughout the classroom. And also the blog, I will definitely be using the blog in my class. That is amazing to have your students get their information out there, and they're going to be so proud because you can't just, things you learn and, discuss, lectures in the classroom, that's not the students doing stuff. That's you just talking to them and hoping that they understand. But when they get on the internet, they can go home and show their parents and be proud and be passionate about what they do. And I've also grown as a communicator. Twitter, I did not have a Twitter before I came to this class. I've heard about it, and I heard how people put useless information oh, I'm going to go, let me type, I'm going to go eat, I'm eating right now. I don't care about people going to eat. I don't need to know what people are doing every second of the day. But Dr. Strange introduced us to Twitter, and how he was also ignorant about it, and like me, and thinking that that's all people do. But there's so much more information on Twitter. You get to know teachers, and you get to see how they tweet about different stuff about technology, and how new teachers you can follow. All types of stuff to help you better yourself as a teacher. And also, when we did our book interview, I did mine with Babs Bell, best-selling author. Wow, that was an experience. I still talk to her. She's the sweetest little lady you have ever seen. And she's so passionate about what she does, and she used to teach, and she goes around now and does seminars for parents, kids, or teachers about how literacy and how it's so important. And I still talk to her, and she's just influenced me in what I do. And I've also grown because I realize how much kids use technology. I did not realize how much I use technology, just everyday life technology, not even like cell phones, iPod to listen to music, computer, TV, like everything. You don't realize how much you use it until I did the e-media fast, and that made me realize, dang, why don't kids use technology all throughout the day? Why not keep that going in the classroom? Why not let them not say drop your cell phones or drop your computers at the door? This is how we're going to learn. We're going to learn through things that you like to learn. And it's just crazy how much kids use the internet and use Twitter and use all types of things, and it'll keep kids interested in what they're learning if they're still doing things that they love. And I don't understand why schools just don't all adapt technology and how that works. And also, I've grown by reading Mr. McClug's blog about what he learned through his first and second and third teaching year. And he talks about how he taught history, and that wasn't really his passion. He didn't really care that much about history, but he learned that could be another student in the classroom's passion, and you have to still not go through the motions, and because that could be what that student thrives off of. That could be why they go to school, is because they want to hear about that one subject, and you have to act like you're just as passionate about that subject as the student in that classroom. And also he talks about how you have to lose your ego at the door when you're a teacher, especially with elementary students. They're just so, you have to not distract them, but you have to just be crazy and be crazy about what you love. And they feed off of that. They want to be just as crazy as you are. You have to be passionate about what you want to teach, and you can't be thinking about, oh, I wonder what someone's going to think. You got to just lose it all at the door and just be crazy like a kid again, and just be passionate about what you are, because when you're passionate about the subjects, then the kids start to respect you and become equally passionate about it. And also, I've grown as a teacher because, like I said earlier, I've just learned to use the smartboard and how we created the lesson plans, and that is something that I really want to use when I'm a teacher, because it's just another great way to use technology and get students to also use technology and incorporate it in the classroom, and how they can interact with it, and how they can do other things and not just sit at a desk and you write on the whiteboard or a chalkboard. Or it's just a whole nother way. When I was in school, teachers just did lectures, and that's how I thought this class, I was like, how can you incorporate technology into the classroom? Because I've never known that before. Technology was not in my school when I was in high school, and it's just crazy to see all the things that you can do with a smartboard and how interactive and how fun it can be.